The end of 6 days of cycling, the end of 815 kilometres as the Santos Tour Down Under, the final stage 6. The riders signing in here, the gun being fired by the Minister of Tourism, Leon Bignell, and the riders rolling away on this new circuit in the central business district of the city of Adelaide. 132 survivors taking this final stage, and right from the gun, 3 riders getting clear. Watch your hats here, because down goes one of the riders in that massive pile-up, Angelo Tulik, misjudging in the corner, losing his front wheel, and very lucky not to be more seriously injured. Hit in the back by Maxime Belkov of Russia. Will Clark continuing on, Belkov recovering in the red in the background, and it was one rider, Julien Berard of AG2R, who is joining them as well. Unfortunately for the French rider Tulik, he abandoned the race. 2 hotspot sprints along the way, each carrying small time bonuses, but where they went for the first one towards the end of lap number 6 of 18, Will Clark had a flat back tyre. That left 2 riders out in front, and Berard in the brownish colours to take the 3-second time bonus, Belkov second, and in the distance there, Clark at 18 seconds, closing in fast on the front runners. So that was the first set of bonuses taken away, and always in the favour of the race leader, Simon Gerrans, his 1 second advantage over Cadel Evans still intact. His team of Orica Greenedge always noticeable at the front of the peloton, while Cadel Evans has stayed in the centre of the peloton, waiting perhaps for an opportunity to move, but the question was, would it ever come? Very hot day, some 32 degrees Celsius, as the bell rang towards the end of lap number 11. For the lap 12 sprint, the 3 riders were still clear, and although the main field were now at around 1 minute 50, again no sprint here. These boys were thinking long term. Belkov taking them through, a winner of a stage of last year's Tour of Italy, followed by Julien Berard and Will Clark. So the bonuses out on course, all taken by riders who really didn't need them. There's a 10-second bonus still on offer though for the rider to win the stage. As the field closed in, Berard decided to drop back. He never answered the attack by Will Clark, but Belkov did. But it was all to no avail. The peloton catching up as the field all came together on lap 16 of 18. Now was a question as to who would win the sprint. Would indeed Diego Ulisi even go for the sprint? Then there was a touch of wheels there and a problem. It looked for Daryl Impey. It sounded like he'd lost a spoke. A valuable lead-out man for Simon Gerrans. As they continued to line up, leaving the Hilton Hotel where they've stayed for the past week in the background, they were now racing towards the line inside the last kilometre. Andre Greipel in the white jersey of champion of Germany was running out of teammates, but in regular fashion. Every 250 metres a teammate dropped off. The rest of the race really could not match the speed of the 3 riders from Lotto Belisol. Then it was Jürgen Rollins, the last lead-out man, the man who had led Andre Greipel to victory in Victor Harbour 48 hours earlier. Greipel just keeping an eye on who was coming. It was Renshaw on the right, Andrew Fenn on the left. That was the sign for the champion of Germany to go for it, and Andre Greipel getting here historically his 16th stage win in the 16th edition of the event. It was a great sprint by the man we call the Gorilla, and he was untouchable, but the race would be won now by Simon Gerrans. Simon Gerrans becoming the first man to win this event 3 times. And he wins it by a single second. The sprinter here won it by a good length though. Greipel getting that victory and saluting his public here in South Australia. He's a very, very popular man here. Simon Gerrans, he has won the race by a second overall.
Andre, we were talking to Robbie McEwen, and he said when it comes down to the end, it's a question of who's got the best lead-out train, and your guys were perfect.
Yeah, chapeau, I would say. When Marcel Siebeck went, it was incredibly fast. He just passed everyone, and then I just needed to stay on the wheels, and the guys rode awesome again, and yeah, I could save myself for the last 200 meters, and I think another good victory for us. Nice team spirit we have. So much fun to race with the guys, and also for myself, I'm confident and I have fast legs and looking forward for the next races.
The guys did a pretty good job over the last few laps, but it was pretty nerve-wracking and pretty dangerous too to stay at the front, to stay out of danger.
The guys did a fantastic job, not just a pretty good job. They kept me right up the front there, out of trouble, well protected to make sure I avoided any splits in the peloton, and I finished right up there in the front, so it worked out beautifully.
Have you had a chance to think about the fact that this is a little bit of history, the third victory, the first man ever on Australia Day? You've won on Australia Day in the past, but must be quite special today.
Oh, this is a huge honour to win the Tour Down Under and to cap it all off being on Australia Day as well. And racing for an Australian team, it just doesn't get much better.